Welcome to this 5-part tutorial training series where we'll be talking about different aspects of Ident. Click that subscribe button and the alert button to be aware when the next episode comes out. Let's get into the tutorial. Got any projects? Go here, make it 1080p. Maybe make this 30 frames per second. 10 frames is okay and do alright. So press OK. So we import the reference, import it. So we'll put it on the timeline. Always get the design right before animating. So it's a nice thing to design properly, not just the animating part of it. With that, you can achieve most things you see everywhere. So I will have this reference. So we'll see that there is a background, like a blue, different shades of blue here and there, maybe like a purple around here, different blue colors. So maybe we'll start with that. Start with the background. BG. Call the BG. And do OK. Put that below the reference. Bring it down here a bit. And we just go effect generates. And we take this color, we take this color, 4 color gradients. And so that because there are quite a lot of shades and we want to capture as much as you can. So we'll come select here for this blue. For the green, we'll pick this purplish color here. And so for the bottom layers, for this we pick use blue. And for the last one here we pick some of these whitish. Yeah, this whitish will work. Just leave it as it is. So in doing so, see that we've covered the background for the most part. So we can take this here, bring this in a bit, just moving around just a bit. And we have this. So we start from the background, building the background before coming to the foreground of things like the text and the shapes in front of it. So we just keep this here for reference. So we build this design. So we see that there is a solid that goes across and then another solid on top of it. So to create that, we'll go create a design. And like this, call in the solid, activate the solid, deactivate the stroke. So it's one solid. And for this, we can just, for the solid, you can just pick that color. Maybe white or something lighter. So like that. And we have our first design. We can press Ctrl and double click on this to bring the anchor position to the middle. And we press rotation to rotate, maybe 30 degrees. Surround there is fine. Can position it this way and maybe turn it to 45 degrees. And you have something like this. Can increase it somewhat like that. And we'll compare the size and see. Maybe reduce in this 40. You can have this sort of design. We'll come here, press, maybe reduce the opacity to 80, so we have some kind of see-through. Alright. Maybe the shape can bring it down. The shape, the color of the shape, bring it down just in bits. The solid there is okay. Alright. Next, we'll create another solid. And this one will reduce the size by a bit. And for this, reduce the size, take it upwards a bit. All these comes up a bit, reduce the size a bit further. Then we make this a bit lighter. I just pick this color. And make this maybe light, maybe light 85. So it stands out a bit. We might have to change some of these colors later, so don't worry about how it looks. Let's just get the shape and the design out of the way first. Let's duplicate this layer. This layer duplicates, bring it downwards. Reduce the size, the width. Increase the length. Then make it like this. Go to layer. Or select it and just go bring up the fill. And we just select this color for now. So it's obvious at some point we start using gradient ramp across some of these shapes, but let's keep going. Let's focus on just getting the design out of the way first. For this, we reduce the size a bit like this. So we have this. We want to rename this one a fade lines. Okay, so because I want to crop it off. These are the design columns and fades into the background here. So I'll just go to effects, transition linear wipe. See what it gives us by default, which is something like this. And just rotate it in bits so it follows the trajectory of the line. And then just around there and fade it off. Create a bit. And then reduce it a bit. So you have that. For this one, it's I like it a bit low. So we have something like this. Obviously, we need to drop this to let's say 70. Let's say 50. Okay, so this design that was scale up a bit. We'll have these and these, maybe 2 more lines to complete this. Okay. So from the bottom shape, we take it up a bit. Bring these upwards a bit. And before the fade lines on this, so take them downwards. Somewhere, create some space here. Reduce this a bit. Alright. So the next thing will be to duplicate this layer, duplicate it. With this size, move it upwards. Align it properly. press Ctrl Shift H to hide. Okay, to hide the guide layers. Go to fill. Click on the fill. Select. There's blue. There we reduce the opacity to 70 for now. Increase the size. Press Ctrl Shift H to bring back your guides. And we have this. So we can link this plane if we want to. But if we to hide this design, we have this Ctrl Shift H to hide on it. We have this look already. We're building out the design still. We'll take this reference layer, bring it this way. Now it's time to build these bottom layers here. Let's bring this to the top. Let's hide this for now. So let's create a new shape for this. Let's go create a new shape. Let's create some of the triangle. And something like that. Let's bring back our reference. Let's see the size I'm going for. So maybe let's create the big size then. And from this, we'll go to the fill. Let's select this part of the column. Let's do OK. Become duplicated. And this one, bring it downwards a bit. There's somewhere here. And I'll go to the fill. Let's pick the bluish stuff there. And now I'll duplicate it one more time. Bring it down. Let's take out the reference and see what you're doing. Ctrl Shift H to hide all of you. So now we have the background almost complete. What we can do again is start using the gradient to manipulate some of this, but that will be your choice to determine. I will just try one or two of them, not to waste too much time on this part of the tutorial. It's a long series, so the earlier we get out of our way, the sooner we'll finish. But let's try generate ramp for this solid. So we have these two reference layers here. You can go pick the design for the top to be that blue, and for the bottom to be this. Maybe just reducing a bit to a bit lighter. It has the look you're going for. So it gives it a bit of gradient change. We'll make this lighter in bits. There's someone there. So I'll copy the same gradients, Ctrl C, press this. That's what I'm looking for. The lines, okay, so paste this here. Hang this under. Bring back Ctrl Shift H to bring back the guides. So just find the cool spots here, click on these whites, and then make these, they start fading off here. We just pick someone blue, so you have some kind of gradients going across this. And we have this. So you can do this for the rest of the layers as the same filter. I will just do for this. Look at the reference. I can put the gradients if I want. I will just try to do a gradient ramp on this. Bring this here. And this here. Start clicking the references. You can have that kind of gradient, so just copy these gradients, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, so we can have these gradients information on both of them. You can call select it for to make them a bit, to separate them from themselves a bit better. Okay. For the top one, I'm going to drop a shadow. So go to Effects, Drop Shadow, Perspective, Drop Shadow. You can isolate it sometimes to see exactly what we're doing. So we have the drop shadow here. I'm bringing it up. That's what I'm not saying. So reduce the size of the shadow, increase the fader a bit, make it white, or let's not swallow it. And so you have somewhat of a light blue. So just pick this, reduce the size of it. And make this 15. Copy this drop shadow, paste it here, and over here. And let's see what it looks like when we have something maybe for the top. Estimate for the second one. Go find changes the rates, then we reduce overstep, increase the softness, not so much, reduce the softness a bit, and have that kind of shine. You don't have to have the same kind of result, you just need to have some differences. And also Ctrl Shift H brings back the parameters here. We're going to hold this a bit further. For these, I want to deepen the blue just a bit at the top. Create a bit of separation between the two layers. Ctrl Shift H. Maybe now is too much. I can't. So in doing so, we've created this part of the design. So at this point I had to stop this tutorial. We spent too much time on just designing the background, and the next step will be to animate, so we'll move that to the next part. Alright, subscribe and turn on the notification, like this video please. It helps us a lot in growing our channel, helping us put out more videos. See you in the next part shortly.